Indeed, what God cannot do does not exist. My name is Kelechi Onoha, and I'm giving this testimony from Port Harcourt. So, in December of 2020, I traveled for the Christmas break, and I decided to run some scans. So, I did an abdominal scan, and I was told I had hydrosalpinx. That's a collection of fluid in my right fallopian tube. I rejected the reports right there and then. So when I came back to Port Harcourt in January of 2021, I decided to run the scan again, and the reports came out the same. I was devastated. So I brought the matter to the fire altar. I said, God, I cannot be on the fire altar and be suffering all this yama disease. So I kept praying, and every month I'll go for a scan again, and the result was the same. So it continued like this until June. When I went for scan in June, this time around they told me the two tubes were affected and the fluid is massive. It's so much that they are scared that my fallopian tube will just blow up. They recommended that I see a gynecologist. So I kept praying and joining the altar every morning. I was in the office when suddenly I felt something warm flow out of my body. So I went to check in the ladies' room, and it was just fluid. So I cleaned up, came back to the office, sat down, but this fluid kept coming and coming and coming, and I just had to run out to get a sanitary pad to protect myself. So that was how I ended up padding myself for 2 weeks. This fluid kept flowing. So when the fluid stopped after 2 weeks, I started spotting. It was blood I was seeing this time. Each time I urinate and I clean, I see blood. And I'm like, God, what is this? So after about 5 days, I stopped spotting. So I gave it a few more days, and then that was around in July. So I went for the scan again. When I got there, the lady told me that she still see the massive fluid in my tubes. So I was like, but I've been, discharging fluid for the past 2 weeks. She said, well, I don't know where that fluid came from, but from what I am seeing here, you still have plenty fluid in your tube. Well, how come you've not seen a gynecologist up till now? I told her, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. And before then, she equally told me in June that I had ovarian cyst. And that same July, she told me that the cyst was there too. So I went back home. Last week, when Pastor Jerry declared the theme was, "Oh Lord, show me mercy," I was very, 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 very serious about that day's prayers. I cried to God. I wet all my reports with my tears, and I told God, as these tears are drying up, whatever you have not planted in my body should dry up. So on the 1st of October, after the morning prayers, I summoned up courage and I went to the laboratory to get the scan again. So when I got there, she started the procedure, and then she asked me, what have you been up to? I said, nothing. Why? She said, I know you. You had hydrosalpinx, right? I said, yes, had. What are you saying? You can't find it? She said, no, I can't find anything. Your tubes are so thin that I can't even, I almost cannot see it. What happened? I said, well, I was here in July and I told you that I was discharging fluid for 2 weeks. And you said I still had fluid in my tubes. She said, yes, I told you that. I know what I told you and I know what I saw. And I know what I am seeing now. That I am seeing tubes that look like nothing has ever touched them. Like brand new. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What God cannot do does not exist. I couldn't contain myself. I started screaming. I shouted for joy. Oh God. She told me she can see my tubes, that they are as good as new. They are brand new. She told me herself this is a miracle. So I told her, okay, please probe further. Check my ovaries. She said your ovaries are here now. They are looking very healthy. I said, what of the cyst you said? She said there is no cyst. That my ovaries are in good health. They are in perfect condition. Pastor Jerry, it can only be God. As you are seeing me, I am tired though. I have been dancing since. I have exhausted myself dancing. I am so happy. I thank God for all He has done for me. Thank you, Pastor Jerry, for all you're doing. Thank you. I give all the glory to God. God bless you. Indeed, what God cannot do does not exist.